Good morning. We are going to learn how to use our biology digital interactive notebook today. So you are already in today's date, September 10th in introduction. And so I want you to click on the link that's going to help bring you to make a copy of our first Unit 1 Nature of Science interactive notebook. So here's the link. You click here and it's going to already prompt you to make a copy. So once you click this button and you make a copy, then that document is yours. And so you want to make sure you put it in a folder that will keep you organized. So you can even take off this copy of, okay, and then you can go and put this in the folder you want. So if you need to move it somewhere, you just go to File, Move, and then you can put it into the drive that you have titled. So maybe you have 2020 folder, and then you have a biology folder. You can just move it into there. So you click on the folder and hit Move. Okay? All right, so this is what Unit 1 interactive notebook looks like. It's in Google Slides. And so all of our learning will be here for Unit 1. Some of the assessments might take you, like there might be links in here to different assessments, or they're going to be on Schoology, but most of your learning will be in here. So it says click here. This is where you'd want to put your own name to personalize your notebook. If you need to move the text box, you just put your cursor where you see this arrow, and then you can click and drag it over. Now you can see the second slide is the table of contents. So it's the pages of information that we would have on or in this notebook. And then if you keep going to the next slide talks about root words, and we're going to have roots to help explain very difficult biology concepts in this class. And so roots really help break up the words so that you can define them without even having to go look at a dictionary, really. And so there's a spot where we would use to define these root words. So it says type here. You double click on the text box and you can begin typing. So you can begin typing homeo here if you want to use the word homeostasis as roots. Now that's really, really small. So if you want to enlarge it, you can just highlight it, and then up here you can click the plus sign and just watch it get bigger. So that's how you can size it. If you don't like this color, you're like, this is your notebook. So I want you to utilize this to what you enjoy and what you like. So if you don't like this red and you want to change it, you go to the letter A and you can come over here and change the color to what you would like. Okay, make it the color you prefer. If you keep scrolling, let's say you have done your root words and now you're on to 7. 7 is a slide that is just introducing scientific methods. So you can read that if you would like. Now, this doesn't allow you to highlight this text because it's a picture, but if you are like me and you like to highlight certain information as you read, for something like this situation, you can just insert a line. So here is the line. And then you can change it to maybe be about 3 times. And then you can just underline parts that you find were important. Now you can change the color of the line by double clicking on it and then going to the color. So when you double click on the line, it brings you to this kind of pencil kind of looking thing, and you can change this color to yellow if you want. That's a little difficult to see, so maybe you can change it to a dark green just so you can like highlight the area and kind of have an idea of maybe some information you want to remember. All right, so then in slide 9 you see that there's a video here. So if you were to push play, you can see.
To biology class
So that is a video, and you're going to need to take some notes. So right here in this blue box down here, as you're watching the video, you can click and you can start typing your notes. Okay, you can say, how do we do science? And then he's probably going to give you an answer, and so on. So that's how you can take notes. There is an slide 10 is another activity. Again, it says type here where you want to type in a response, type in information. Okay, please read from top down. Please make sure you follow the instructions. You go from top down to the bottom so you don't miss anything. Again, here is another slide where you're watching a video and typing in notes. So I just want to go down and show you something where you might need to interact. So here is a slide of reviewing independent, dependent variables. It says match each scientific question with its variables. So what you're going to do is these boxes down here, you're going to, this plus, when you see this kind of arrow plus sign, that's telling you can move it. So you just move it in places where you think it should go. And that's kind of all you're doing for this activity on this page is just reviewing. So sometimes you're doing something really quickly, and sometimes you're doing something that's more in depth that causes you to process a little bit longer and to do things that will take more time. So if you continue scrolling down, this is usually in sequential order, so it will be something that we go through mostly that will be in order of the unit. And then you'll utilize this notebook for summative assessments. Sometimes the summative assessments might be a project or a presentation or something like that, and sometimes it might be a test depending on the unit. So this is how you're going to use your interactive notebook. Please note that once you make a copy, it's yours. So it's going to be yours so you can do how you want with the colors and with the formatting and things like that. Now, if you think that this is too small, or let's say you are in the presentation mode and this is too small of a video, you can hit present and it will bring you to the slide in a bigger way. The only thing is that you can't type on hit when you're in present. You have to be in the Google slide. So if you just want to watch the video and make it larger, hit present. But when you actually need to start taking notes and typing, you need to be in this setup where the slides are over here on the side and your information is here. Now, if this is also small, you can zoom in here too. So there's a zoom right here, and you can click on the zoom and change it to, let's say, 50%, and now it's a little bit larger. You can go to, let's say, 100%. It's even larger then. So if it's just too small for you, and then if you want to bring it back, you just hit fit. So you can do lots of things with Google Slides. You probably even know more than I do about how to edit and format and things like that. So just please note that this is where all of your learning will be. Each unit will have its own new interactive notebook, and you will make a copy of it and you will use it and learn from it and watch it and do all of the learning is going to be in this type of Google Slides presentation.